long time that I want to share with you guys. So,
that'd be very cool, Eric.
mm,
So, like I said, Monday, there's another surprise.
yeah.
And I had it 2 weeks ago. It is so good that you may want to get it. When I get it,
Oh.
when I get it on Monday,
I have to go to my page. The
looking at the store. So I'll be on Monday the same time, 8:30, and I'm gonna show it. Hello, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey, Ryan.
How's the toilet?
That was random.
Hey, Ryan. Hey.
What's up, Bruce? Everybody else?
Hey.
Hey,
Bruce says he lost his top commenter because I quit typing. Not the only one. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Vince?
And we're doing great, hanging out, finding out that BJ knows a lot of famous people.
Yeah. I was in the middle of doing some research because I guess I could call him a friend. He probably has no idea who the hell I am, but I tagged him on Twitter because something in aviation happened today. So I'm looking it up myself because I was bound to see a YouTube video about it because this person's really good at it. So I'm finding it instead. I don't know if I'll do the YouTube video, but I'll probably be talking about it later. But
hey, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
You know we would tag Air Force One with a special number when it was in flight, and there'd be a restricted air restricted no flight zone wherever the president was. Like on the maps where they would map out the planes where they're at.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Like they would
I'm not
have
sure what you're asking.
All right. Air Force One had a certain code that it has always gone by. I don't remember what the code was, but it was like Air Force.
It's usually a squawk code or a yeah.
Well, anyway, Biden changed that code. He changed the code because he didn't want to use the same one that Trump did. And it's the one that every president's always used for Air Force One. I don't know. It was just weird. I saw a YouTube video. A guy was explaining it, how there's some no-fly zones, and where they said Donald Trump is, there's not a restricted flight zone, so he's not around there. So who knows where he's at. But I just thought it was cool because they had,
no longer for Trump. He's no different than you and I as of right now. The second that Biden became president, he's just any other.
I don't know. Maybe that person's wrong then.
So he doesn't have, but Air Force One, and not just Air Force One. I mean Air Force One, the military version of it. But the FAA is real good at letting you all know if there's they call it VIP activity, and they'll put out alerts. Some are more difficult to find, and a lot of the alerts are for like if you're planning a flight. So let's say I'm going to go fly somewhere, and let's say he's going to fly into Cleveland. It's my responsibility as a pilot to know that, whether they tell me or not.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
It does, yeah. Hello,
Matter of fact, that actually happened. That wasn't VIP, but and this happens all the time because you can have VIP activity, which is also known as, it's an acronym, as TFR, which means temporary flight restriction. Some of them permanent, like in DC, that's permanent. That'll always be there, regardless. And then you'll have other active TFRs that will pop up. That's why I'm trying in vain to save up for an iPad, because that's what iPads are really good for, because once you get devices like that, it's a lot easier to access that information that I am responsible for finding out as a pilot. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And if I remember the laws correctly, I don't have to be told that the TFR is there, but I have to know that it's there.
Well, they
And then the
apparently
same
give you
thing if
some
you're
kind
a
of way to
drone
find
pilot,
out.
it's your responsibility, your sole responsibility, not anybody else's, in case there's a TFR out there. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. They apparently give you a way to find that out there, right?
There's multiple ways. There's I can't even remember them off the top of my head because there's several sources that you can get it through. And the reason why I can't even remember some of them off the top of my head is because I'm not going to subscribe to them until I get my iPad. Because some of them are like iPad only or Apple only services. Some you can access on Android, and others are like if you call like you could find it out like if you call like 1-800 weather brief, you could get like a weather briefing over the phone, and they'll tell you like the TFRs along your flight route. Or if you're filing an active flight plan, I usually don't file an active flight plan. I don't need to because I'm a support pilot, so there's no real need or use for that. You know, I can use it for safety. I could still file for one because if something happens to me, that's how you can find me if I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Or if I'm injured or need help, then it's easier for you guys or rescue crews to find me. I'm just using myself as an example, but it goes on and on. It gets complicated from there.
I got you.
Yeah, but that's
Bless
that's the simple way. That's why I'm trying to layman's terms so you can understand.
Yeah, I got you. So
Hi, Janae.
Hello, Sinead.
BJ met someone really famous, Ryan.
Hey, Janae.
Oh, cool. Ooh,
Uncle Polly on the
really?
Sopranos. Yeah.
Yeah. From the
Oh, wow.
Sopranos. I love that show. It's my favorite. But yeah.
Hope
But
Field.
yeah. BJ met Polly. Hey, Nevaeh.
Cool.
Lady
Oh,
Nevaeh's in the
Cool as
house.
that.
Yeah, you guys.
Did you get an autograph?
I didn't get no autograph. I just got the picture.
Okay. Good enough.
Because
I guess.
when he came to the place, he was on the menu. He wanted to have pasta, and the linguine. Now, when they talk about that, they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat.
Mhm.
So he was like kind of rushed to sit down and eat because he was hungry.
Uh-huh.
How you doing, Sassy? How you doing, lady? So yeah, I only got that one picture of me and him. No one of us.
That is really cool, BJ, that you got to meet somebody like that.
Yeah, I know. That was a shock to me because you're not realizing that you're not knowing that a person that you have seen on TV walks right in, and not only will shock you, you feel like you're on the show.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. He even told him, he said that if anybody messed with him, he had a friend that had a friend that had a friend that had a friend that would come to his house and take care of his problem.
I went, okay. I went, but
What's
that's
up, Ryan?
the Italian way. Hello, Lady Nevia. Yeah, it was very, not only very, like, wow, exciting to meet him, but also, like, kind of like scared because he would say what he said and then you would get, like, the anger face when he did on the show on The Sopranos. He would do that, but yet that's his way of, that's him. but he'd be like, "That's just me. That's my personality. I cannot take that away from myself." So that's the inner
You say he's
Italian.
a nice guy, huh?
Yeah. He's a real nice guy, but they say don't piss him off.
Right.
I love The Sopranos. It was a good show.
Yes. Sad ending.
Very, very sad.
Especially what happened to Tony Soprano
Yeah.
when he really died. That was a big wow.
Yeah, that was horrible, man. He did a lot of good movies, you know, and then I didn't really know of him until The Sopranos, but then after that, you know, you start recognizing him in other films and things like that. And it's a shame. He had a young son and everything. His son was with him when he died.
Exactly. And the
That's
movie I
a
always
shame.
watched when James Gandolfini was in it, when Adams and then whatever that guy's name. Ben Affleck played in that movie. They pretend them to be his family. I forgot the name of that movie, but it's a Christmas movie. You may know what it is. Eric,
What's up?
I said, do you know that movie that James Gandolfini played in with Ben Affleck?
What movie?
Attention, Eric Lafont. Do you remember the movie James Gandolfini and Ben Affleck played in that Christmas movie? Do you remember? You here?
No, I never saw it.
He's not the only one. I have to be honest.
I forgot the name of that movie, but he played as in the movie.
He wasn't him and his wife having problems or something like that? And then Ben Affleck came and adopted a family for Christmas or something like that.
Exactly.
I thought that was a great movie.
Yeah. I forgot the name of that movie, but it was hilarious.
Was it something like Christmas with the Coopers or something like that? Maybe not. I don't know.
Wait. Let me see what the name of it is.
I forgot the name.
James Gandolfini Christmas movies. Just type that in.
Surviving Christmas.
Surviving Christmas. That's it.
There you go. Surviving Christmas. That one. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. I've never seen that. I have to see it. I have to see it though.
Do we have to stop you, silly?
I came out the same year that I joined the army. Let's see, in 2004.
That was another funny one, lady.
No wonder why I didn't see it.
Meet the Fockers.
Sorry, guys. Oh, Meet the Fockers. Oh,
That was
oh my
a good
God.
movie.
I love that movie. It's hilarious.
I'll explain that.
It's really cool. So cool.
Ben Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
How would you like to have a father-in-law that was in the CIA?
Oh boy. That would be oh man. I mean, you have to watch every step you take.
You definitely would. It's so fun.
You know, as his father. Wow. Now, that was something. The father-in-law. But it was a great movie. I mean, these movies that you don't see no more, that you could relate to in your time. There's always someone in the family that's always like kind of strict. There's always someone that says, in this room, you do not sit. That's basically the living room. And then you go, next, this is the bedroom. You do not lay in this bedroom. You only sit in the bedroom. You're like, what the heck? I mean, what are you supposed to do? Sleep on the floor? There's always someone in the family who does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My grandmother did that. She said no one sits in the living room, but in the den only. To keep it clean.
They have plastic on the furniture so you can't get anything on it.
Exactly. The old school way.
I had a friend, his mom went and bought a white leather couch and white leather love seat, and she kept it with the plastic on it, and no one was allowed to sit on it. And I always wondered what the purpose of that was, to have a living room with all this nice furniture that no one's allowed to sit on. I guess it never go bad, but
Let's see, grandparents, they have like a knack for something. It keeps it clean. And if you remove the plastic, someone's going to drop something on it. It's going to ruin it.
they will.
That's why they have the plastic on.
Of course.
That's why they say, don't sit on that couch. Take your sneakers off when you come in the house. Do not touch the walls. I just cleaned the floor. What's wrong with you kids? Go outside and play. Yeah, old school. Just look at it. Mm-hmm. And I still got that in my family still. I got cousins like that. I have an aunt. She is very old school. She has plastic all over the place. The living room, even the bedrooms of her house. I mean, like, come on. Yeah, old school. Just look at it. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, everybody in their family has someone that's old school that has plastic on the furniture.
Well, I remember when we used to go to my grandmother and grandfather's house. They called it the Davenport. I was told to have a seat on the Davenport, which is the couch, and sit there with my hands in my lap and don't speak unless I'm spoken to.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and I wouldn't move because I was scared to death of my dad. I wouldn't move. I'd sit there the whole time and I wouldn't do anything until someone said something to me. So it wasn't fun like it is nowadays for kids to go to grandma and grandpa's and they're running around the whole house and jumping up and down and stuff. We didn't do that stuff.
That's a really weird question when you say that. Because my family would
Davenport?
totally do this. My family wasn't that quite severe, but given the example that you just went through, that you just gave us, right? You're not spoken unless you're spoken to, and sit there and you're not doing anything unless told to, which is, following directions and doing what you're asked or whatever. But then anybody ever ask why you're so quiet? Because and the reason why I ask that is because somebody would tell me something like that and then wonder why the hell I'm doing it. So I just
No,
want to throw
honestly,
that out there because I know people that'll sit there and just that far off in the head that'll tell you to be quiet and sit there and wonder why the hell you're not talking.
yeah, I understand
yeah.
what you're saying, Ryan.
Oh, yeah. To the point where it's
Yeah.
almost become a pet peeve of mine.
Protecting what took them a lot of money to get. That's right. It does. I mean, of course, back then, things didn't cost as much, but they weren't making as much either.
Right.
Wages are hard to come by. And anytime the wages go up, of course, the cost of living goes up. But it takes someone forever to buy a new living room suit, and you wouldn't want to ruin it. That's for sure.
It's like today, people could buy furniture offline. Hello, Banner Man. And meanwhile, back in the day, you couldn't do that. There was no online service at the time. There was no, here, let me text them or email them. No, you had to go to the store and pick out the furniture, and they had to bring it to you, or you bring it to yourself, to your own home,
Right.
and you had to fix it up the way you want it. And they always say, grandma or grandpa, aunts, uncles, do not go in that living room or you'll get a whooping.
We were just talking the other day about how what we're doing right now seems so far off in the future. It seemed like it would only happen in a movie because they showed video calls and things like that, in movies and Star Trek and stuff like that. And they're like, man, that'll never happen. That'll never happen in my lifetime. And boy, did it happen quick.
Yeah.
even when I was in high school, I said, when we did this tour through this college and they had a computer, no one's ever seen a computer before. And they said, before too long, everybody in America will have one of these in their home. I said, get out of here, man. Ain't nobody gonna have that big clunky thing in their house. This thing's huge. This computer is huge. And here we are. We all have something. You know, we have little computers in our hands now.
Funny you mentioned that, you know, how much of an aviation buff. You know what I found out earlier today?
What's that?
You guys remember, now I don't know if you guys pay attention to like the chips that are in your phones.
Yes.
Okay, so you remember what the Galaxy chip, or no, it's a Snapdragon, the Snapdragon 801, which was in the S5, and then I think the OnePlus One or whatever that phone was, a OnePlus 7, whatever the heck that phone was. Well, anyways, all the phones that had a Snapdragon 801, guess what has that chip in it right now? And it's not on Earth, by the way. If you guys want to take a wild guess.
The Rover.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
It's the Snapdragon 801. I just found that out this morning.
Damn.
We got military
So
grade chips in our phones.
yeah.
Does that mean they weaponize them against us?
Well, it is some. It's. I don't know if you watched the live stream the other day when they actually did land it, but you know that's one of the reasons why the 801 is in there, because it's actually actively learning as it goes. They're sending it some commands, but it's literally doing it. You know, you have like the S21 series that has like the Snapdragon 888 in it, and you have the 801 where you have this device on Mars now, and it's learning things because we can only tell it to do some things, and it has to figure it out on its own. Like it can like self-diagnose itself, which is really cool.
That's amazing.
Because they have the helicopter on board too, so like it can check itself for like the rotor damage from the helicopter rotors on it. So it could do the same thing what I would do in person, which is called like a walk around. It can sit there and do all kinds of fancy things, use its own cameras to say, okay, I'm supposed to look like this. Okay, I'm not supposed to look like that. I'm supposed to be doing this. Can I do this? And it makes its decisions because like they could send commands to it, but it takes like some like 11 minutes to get there, I think.
Look, like Lady Neve said, flat screen TVs and remote controls and stuff like that, you know? It's like we have smart TVs now. You're talking about this rover that is on Mars. Of all places, Mars.
That's something.
That is self-diagnostic.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence is so advanced now. And I've seen, you know, different things on YouTube and such where they have robots that can actually run on two feet. They run on 2 feet and they'll come up.
Those things are wild. Samson has one.
Samson
guy is that there just runs around. I don't know exactly what it does, but it looks like a legit, you know, just like you and I. It's just I wonder how much hundreds of thousands of dollars that thing is probably worth. But
that's scary.
Oh man, I'm hearing rumors that well, obviously Apple's been working on AI for like a long time because you know how they like in 2017 they introduced AI. I think it's called AI Kit or something like that. You take like an iPad and sit there and it could show you like virtual things like if you're like we were talking about furniture earlier. So it's kind of like what like if you were to use your phone today and you have yet to have that couch arrive, is that couch going to look good where you want to place it? Is it even going to fit or something? And they're saying at the earliest next year, hopefully, but they're talking like the Apple version of what like Google Glass was. And the rumor is they want that to replace our phones.
Really?
But I ain't paying no $3,000 for that. I'll tell you that right now.
No, Amina. Continue.
Hi,
From the
Demidi.
Gold Coast. Wow. That's Australia, isn't it?
She's a really awesome person. I'm sure everybody here is I've met her twice now, and
Oh, Greenland. I'm sorry. Okay. Queensland. I'm reading that wrong. My apologies. Australia. Okay. Content creator, broadcaster. Subscribe to you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what the things that we can do nowadays. And like you said, they have something that's so far away. It's on Mars. They don't have anybody that can get to it. So they had to figure out a way to be safe, self-diagnostic.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
But the fact that they can actually do it, that's what blows my mind. You hear about people working on things in the lab all the time, but when it's actually put into practice, into use, it just blows my mind.
Isn't it?
Mind blowing.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They said that it involved like millions of lines of code. Like it was just insane. They were working on it for like 8 years, 9 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Bye, Lady Nevaeh. Good to see you. Please come back sometime.
All right, Nevaeh.
Lady
You
Nevaeh,
have a good
nice to
one.
meet you.
She seems like a really nice person too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it that something? She said she's talking
That's fun.
or thinking about space travel.
Yeah, Mars. Yeah, I heard early this morning when they landed in Mars that whoever that machine is, that it's going to be up there for a few years collecting samples to see if there's life up there in Mars. Now, we all know Mars is a red planet, and they do have water on that planet. But how do we really know that there's life on that planet?
We're actively searching right now.
Has anyone ever seen anything at Mars living?
You okay, Eric?
We don't know.
You all right, dude?
Yeah.
Drink some water, dude. Hydrate.
Yeah, drink some
I
more
have water.
Drink some more.
It went down wrong.
Oh. Don't you hate when that happens?
But they did show that they have storms in Mars, all these storms.
Those are some freaky looking storms.
Yeah. They outbeat the storms are here. They outbeat that. When you're talking about storms that are so big.
Wonder what kind of meteorology capabilities River actually has, besides just measuring like wind speed and dew point, temperature, cloud ceilings.
You would think it would have to
something.
protect itself in some way, like shield up or something if there's a big sandstorm or something that comes through.
Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. You would think, right? I'm sure it does. I'd be flabbergasted if it doesn't.
Yeah, because I mean, they would have to be able to know what's coming at it, whether it's something that they.
Bless you, Eric. And it dealt with that during the landing too. And I guess they already had something on there because my local meteorologist was able to actually get a feed from NASA saying what the actual weather was the day of, like a couple hours, and he just kind of mentioned it in context. He said that the temperature is this, and he said the wind speed's like 4 knots, and it was like an hour or two right before landing or something. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, they already know something, so that's pretty damn cool.
Well, didn't NASA already have they had a launch today, didn't they? They launched a supply.
To the space station, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually missed it by like 10 minutes. I set the reminder, and reminder never went off. I hate that. That's why I hate cheap phones. That's why.
Mhm.
So I'll set that. I don't know if it's at my phone. I think it's my phone. I don't think it's a YouTube thing. I haven't had a problem anywhere else, but I'll set a notification for like a live video on YouTube and sit there, and not every time, but sometimes I'll miss it and sit there and it's like, okay, well, notification came through, but it's not like what you would think it'd come through, where it's supposed to get your attention if it's a notification, right?
Right.
Hello, Pete.
Mine doesn't do that. Hey, Nick.
Pop-Tarts. Hello, Peter Pop-Tarts.
Tucson, Arizona.
Man, those are all my favorite stuff. Pizza Pop Tarts,
Yes.
except for the
Yes. I mean,
Space Gal is amazing. She's really cool.
now,
No, I didn't get to catch that, Demidi. I didn't get to catch her broadcast. I was at work. I saw her go live, but I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I was running errands. I join when I can now.
Yeah, it was,
I sent you an invite, Pizza Pop-Tart. So, a
So
couple years.
How's Freddie doing, Nick? I think that's his name, right?
Back to watch
Freddie?
it. So, a couple years ago, where I used to live at.
I'll probably do that, Demidi. I'll probably go back and check.
Mm-hmm. So, a couple years ago, where I used to live at. Now, through all my life, I mean, I've seen robots on TV, movies. They do have robots, but I never ever saw a robot in person until one day I did at a supermarket. There's a robot, an actual live robot that actually controls a supermarket.
Dude.
It controls the whole supermarket?
It patrols.
Oh,
it
patrol.
patrols.
Patrols.
Oh.
When I went,
Can I borrow it, put it in my lobby so we can have whoever's assigned to my lobby go back to their respective department, because they're going to get bored anyways and sit there and troll my customers? Crack jokes to them?
It was weird.
I'd do that in a heartbeat. Don't let us
So
scare
where's
you.
that-
It's okay.
You choked on.
Oh, you choked on scope? Yes. Oh no. He's better, but it happened again. Have to call the doctor.
So,
Aw. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. You guys all know Freddie, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I unfortunately do not.
Well,
Yeah.
kind
I
of
hope he
speaking
gets
for Nick here, but she's more than welcome. No, he's a turtle. I forget what kind of turtle. He's cute though. He's
hope
a
he's okay.
pet turtle.
Like
She
a box
scopes him.
turtle?
Huh?
Like a box turtle?
He's big.
Oh, like a tortoise maybe? Or
I think so. Nick, he's a tortoise, right?
Oh, poor fella.
No,
Hope he's
he's
okay. I have seen that turtle on a couple of her scopes. His scopes.
Yeah.
I get confused on that, but
he's one cool dude.
he's a turtle. I mean, turtle. I mean, that turtle. I mean, wow. That turtle can do some things. I mean, you think a turtle just sits there and just does nothing. His turtle
sulcata tortoise.
is phenomenal.
How cool is that?
200 pounds. Yeah, he's a biggie.
Ooh.
Nick? What is he right now? To put that
I hope
into
nobody's neck broke.
perspective.
200 pounds someday.
That's a big fella.
He is a big fella.
Those are the type
I
of
don't-
turtles.
Someone told me that a turtle could live 100 years. Is that
He's
true?
only 85 and he's 9. Oh,
He's a baby. He's a baby.
yeah, he's a baby.
He's a good boy. He's a good turtle. I mean, I don't get to go on his scopes every time, but when I always get a chance, I'll see his review, a replay, and that one when I showed that turtle, I went, "Wow, and that's a turtle."
Like when he's eating watermelon.
That turtle was. He loves that turtle.
At least 100. Wow.
100 years at least. Wow.
That's good.
Where do we get that kind of lifeline at?
Well,
Right? Hey, Freddie, teach us something. A thing or two.
I guess it's
What are we done
don't
doing?
get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry, pal. Take your breath. Breathe. Take it slow. And you'll live 100 years.
Yeah, yeah.
so. No problem. No problem.
This commercial is brought to you by Diet Pepsi.
I'm still drinking my Panda Express.
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper.
Well,
Dr.
maybe
Pepper.
there's
I
rope-
really like Diet Dr. Pepper. Boy, does that have a good taste. I never thought it would.
I
That's
used
right.
to-
We'll eat only veggies and take life easy and slow. I'd have problems with that part.
Uh-oh.
I like pepperoni too much.
pepperoni. Yeah. I mean, everybody
Yum.
has a favorite. Mike Hard. Mike Hard Lemon. Oh boy. That Hard Lemon. That, oh boy. I've seen that. That is very strong. The hard lemonade.
Oh,
If anybody
And
have it,
Eric will sing and dance for us.
yeah.
I mean, I never had it, but I have. It's strong because what's in it? It's strong.
It is.
Mhm.
I think I only had like 1 or 2 in my entire life, and it was within like a couple days of each other, and it was
Mhm.
something just like I don't handle alcohol like other people do, like on occasion, every once in a while, and especially like even if I drink, like I won't drink like the day before, like if I'm off, for example, and I'm working the next day, I won't even touch it. But
Mm.
some things I like I lied to my cousin's friend one time because he gave me a Bud Light once and asked if I liked it. I didn't drink like not even a third of it. I threw it away. I told him I did. Told him to drink the whole thing just to make him happy. But it was at a party years and years ago. But maybe
Yeah,
we should be all throwing Jim has a story. You all know Jim. JS on Haps. And he can share the story too. And I remember parts and pieces. Not only because it happened to me, but it was kind of funny to troll in a fun way, not in a disrespectful way. But had when Jim and we flew out separately, obviously, but we flew out to Arizona in March of 2019, and it was the first time I ever had a Irish car bomb. And the guy who made my very first Irish car bomb made it wrong. I think he made it backwards or something. So ask Jim that story. He'll tell you.
he put all alcohol in it.
I don't see. That's why I want you guys asking Jim because, like, I remember it happening and everything. And it's not like I forget any of it, but because I'm not terribly familiar with the drink to begin with, I still don't understand the concept of what the bartender was supposed to be doing as part of properly serving the drink. That's what he got wrong. Like I was served wrong or something. And it didn't matter. It was the same thing. I had the same stuff or whatever, but it's like I think it's like a small glass. And one of those like real short glasses. And then you get a shot. And I think they were reversed, if I remember correctly. I think what
Oh,
was
wow.
supposed to be in a shot glass that comes with a small cup, small glass. I think they were backwards. I think that's what happened.
They gave you the big cup of whiskey.
I think so. I think that's what happened. Jim will know for sure. I promise you,
Well, I can tell you
because
this.
he's more familiar with the drink. But it's a good drink, though.
When I was 18 years old, I rode up to Shippingport, Pennsylvania with my buddy. He was going to pick up his paycheck. And his boss asked me if I ever had moonshine.
Ah,
I had moonshine before. He said, I bet you $20 that you can't chug a 12-ounce glass of moonshine. I said, no, wait a minute. What? 20 bucks? Back in the 80s, I'm like, set it up. I said, but I'm going to need something to chase it. And he said, there's several 2-liter bottles of pop around. Just take whatever you want. So I grabbed a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and he poured that glass of moonshine, and I slammed that 12-ounce glass all the way down. Man, did it burn. I almost drank that whole 2-liter bottle afterwards because it burned so bad. And about 10 minutes later, I started going numb. I had to ride home on the back of a Harley. I couldn't drive. I had to ride home on the back of a Harley from Shippingport, PA, about 75 miles. Let's put it that way. 75 miles on the back. And I was out. I passed out. I don't even know how I stayed on the motorcycle. I was gone. But I wasn't driving now. I wasn't driving, but that was years. That's the worst. And that lasted probably, my goodness, it was all night that night and half the next day before I really came to
Mm.
and had my senses about me. That was West Virginia moonshine.
oh boy.
Wow.
It was some stuff, buddy.
And moonshine is one powerful thing.
But the bad part is I was so drunk I didn't remember to get the 20 bucks. But those were the old days. I haven't had a drink and I can't tell you how long. Because I really had a problem. I really did. I used to drink a lot. It wasn't, I'd go to work and never caused any trouble, anything like that. It's just I drank a lot. I get off work, I case of beer in the evening, 24 cans of beer in the evening by myself. And, on the weekend, going into the weekend. And I had to stop. And then, of course, I was saved. I found Christ and I wanted to give it up anyway.
Wow.
So
Oh, boy.
it was, there's always stories to tell, isn't there?
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
There's always a story. You're right. There's always a story. I have a story that it involved my father back in the day in the 1980s when I was just a little kid. And still from this day, I still don't know how he got home. He used to work in the city back in New York. I just showed the surprise. Everyone was freaked out and awesome. So he worked in the city of New York. He was a bartender, and he used to drink like a fish. I mean, literally like a fish. And one night, my father drank so much, he drove from the FDR all the way home. Without even looking, he passed out and drove home. Still to this day, we're trying to figure out how did he get home? Why didn't he crash it?
The hand
And
of God.
No car
He had
accident.
angels on his shoulders.
He even says he doesn't even know how he made it home. He was so drunk because when he opened the door, because his friend, when he opened the door, it was smelled like a brewery. It was all beer, there was whiskey, there was tequila, brandy, the hard
Dude,
stuff. He was out of it.
man, that's tough mixing all that stuff. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he was a real alcoholic.
Cancel, Alexa.
Dang.
I don't know what
So
kicked that on.
One of my former roommates, because I used to sublease for this one dude, not too far from where I'm at now, whatever. I was subleasing because he needed, not like what a lot of people need these days. He didn't need like financial support, but he wanted to occupy the second bedroom of his 2-bedroom apartment, and we did that for about 6 months. And this guy was a total. He was a nice dude, but he was also an alcoholic. So anytime he was drunk, he was totally 180. He was the most a-hole of a-holes that you would ever meet. Not necessarily violent. You get close. But I didn't really consider him actually like violent. But he would get mean and aggressive a little bit. But this dude sit there, and maybe he still does it to this day. I don't know. He probably does. An 18-pack of Miller Lite every day. I'm talking the whole 18-pack. Not like
Jeez.
there's one or two left. Not like it's half of it's left. Like 9 of them. The whole pack. Daily. And this guy has a certification. He has a hazmat certification because he actually works at a factory
Yeah.
in the town next to where I live, and he's one of the receiving guys, so he has to be familiarized with hazardous material.
I had a hazmat cert. I worked at a smelter.
Yeah, it's some kind of chemical factory. So if if you're not on your game like Grind and Rice, you can F things up like real quick.
No doubt.
And
50 tequila a day, Nick said.
holy cow.
I mean,
Jose Cuervo, by chance?
I never drank.
Cuervo, you ain't no friend of mine.
There's always that.
Strong to make songs about it.
Mm-hmm. And wake up feeling great.
Really? Huh.
Holy. And you
Let's start again. Wow.
like a titanium stomach.
If I would have kept going, I probably would have been pickled by now. Or pickled myself. So Nick went at
This guy was he was an okay guy, not like I'm sticking up for him by any means, because he can handle carry himself very well, but it's not like he actually needed my company either, because it was great for the 6 months that I lived there, but the dude has 6 dogs too. And a wife, so at the time they were just fiancés, but now they're husband and wife.
Well, that's
Tequila
cool.
makes a close call.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's what the song says.
Uh-huh.
Tequila makes your clothes fall off. A lot of good songs out there, but they've written a lot of them about tequila.
Yeah. Like that famous band, War. Tequila.
How about Pee Wee Herman's dance?
Yeah. We just
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
the bar.
Tequila.
I don't understand why he did that, but it was a good movie. It had been, I mean, to do that, I mean, you're surrounded by bikers. You had no choice. You have a choice of living or dying. What would you do? Dance for them or let them kill you? So he danced for them, and they gave him a bike. And instead, he crashed through the wall.
Yeah, because he's only ridden a
Oh,
motorcycle, never ridden a
Nick's
motorcycle.
still waiting for her surprise. BJ.
Nick was surprised.
She missed it earlier. Actually, I did too, but
Surprise.
we'll all show Nick, I guess.
hey, you want me to bring it up, BJ? You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
He met Tony Sirico from The Sopranos, Paulie from The Sopranos. The Sopranos. He met him in person. I actually love The Sopranos. That's my favorite. It's my favorite show.
Can I just
But
say
yeah,
the
she
cool
has a
factor's just off the
photo
charts right
of
now?
him with him. And yeah.
I'm gonna go dark for a second because I got to turn my camera off for a minute because I got to go do something.
Yeah,
And I don't want you to have to stare at the
Right
ceiling.
on. Okay.
No problem. We'll be here. So, like I said, this robot at the supermarket, it was weird. I never saw anything like this in my life. I met him. And you're thinking, when you hear a robot, you're thinking, okay, man, like what, one of those little hand robots, with the machine that just grabs on and puts it away. No, an actual robot that was 10 feet tall and actually patrolling every aisle of every supermarket of that aisle.
Why so
And
tall?
they made it that tall because
You got a spy over each aisle. It's going down the middle of an aisle, so they just kind of take a peek on.
they made it that tall to see who's stealing anything.
You imagine being chased by something like that?
It was scary, and it would come to you, and it would bump into you. It would actually touch you, and it would turn around like nothing and just walk away.
Who had the last laugh now?
Yeah. And every time when you come in, it goes, "Hello," and you're like, "Okay, goodbye." It's creepy because it looks at you. It does this. It goes, "Hello," and
Hi, Alicia.
it's freaky.
Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right.
Uh,
The reason why I say that is Alicia or Alicia, because I actually know somebody that spells it the same way, but the one that I know from Periscope, she pronounces it Alicia. So
How
I
you doing?
think I asked her before. But thank you for being there on YouTube. Appreciate it.
How you doing, Elisa? Hello, welcome, Gorilla.
Always like addressing you guys properly. That's my thing.
So, yeah. But the reason why they brought that robot in is because they're doing a test to see. Hello, Brian. Text.
Brian?
You talking about RC cars? No. It was a robot, actual robot that actually walked.
Alicia. Okay, thank you.
It actually walked like a human, walked.
That's pretty cool, dude.
It's pretty cool. They're testing it, and the reason why they're testing it, they want to see if they could catch any, like they call the ones that steal at a store, shoplifters. And we just lost Eric. So the reason why they did that is so it could get the data and send it to the police department, and they would catch the person. Talking about very high tech.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah. I mean, that must have cost a fortune.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, the last time I saw that robot was the last year I was there, and then when I came over here. That robot is freaky. Freaky weird.
I can use that robot to block the shells.
You're trying to sleep. If you're trying to sleep, then go to sleep. Well, we're talking because we're talking about.
Who?
We talk.
Who are we talking about? I'm missing something.
Banner wants us to talk lower.
Him me to sleep.
Uh, I'm not seeing Banner's comments. Not that it's not big deal, but
Here. iRobot is yeah.
Hey,
iRobot.
Bannerman,
Not Bannerman.
Bannerman, if you're trying to sleep, go to sleep, man.
yeah. Well, let's hold you hostage from whatever you're trying to do.
Bannerman's in here.
Yeah, he's here. He's on the chat.
Bannerman,
see
I
him
owe
on
you an
chat.
apology. I did not know that you sent me a join link. I didn't know that you sent it to me. I didn't get a notification until you cut off. Then I went to my activities. I checked the activities and it said it, but I didn't even see it.
Hey, Alicia, what's going on? But yeah, Bannerman, if you're tired, go to bed, man. Man.
Welcome back.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Alicia. The Bannerman.
Who goes to sleep at 10? Not me.
Tired people.
I'm off the whole week. I'm on vacation. As of 5 p.m.
Bannerman
yesterday.
says he's listening.
Oh, there you are. He's been here the whole time, and that's the first comment that I'm seeing from Bannerman. How are you, bud? I'm listening, guys. Okay, cool.
And Brian says hello to you, Bruce.
Yes, sir. That's a good man right there. Brian's a good man.
Kimmel,
Definitely
Jockey,
is.
Anthony, Edmund, George, welcome on board. 2 BJs. I almost said scope, damn it.
Man.
Broadcast.
We're all old in our days.
Thank you for being there.
Hello, Anthony.
But guess who's the youngest one of the bunch?
Who?
The fart. Eric is the youngest one.
I'm 33, man. I'm 33, as everyone knows. Bannerman is 65. That's old.
Oh,
Y'all want to guess my age?
14? No, just kidding.
14.
Wow.
Yeah, 14 was not the right response.
Do it. Was you
39?
8 years old when you went in the army, Ryan?
God, youngest soldier ever, huh?
I already know how old Bruce is. I already know how. I may be 40, but I can still, yeah.
When he is summing it up, yeah, Eric does. Look,
Bruce?
But I know.
Bruce?
I already know how old Bruce is. He's 50, 52 or 53 or something like that.
Yeah,
so Brian
you're right.
has me on 2 years, so I'm 38.
You're right. Yep.
I was old when I entered the army. I was 24.
Yeah,
I was 24 because I was
18-year-olds.
born in 82, so I signed dotted line in 2004. So 2 years after I graduated high school. So.
We're all old in our times. We're tired. We're aching. And welcome back, Vince.
Oh,
So short story, since we're on that topic. Short story, because it's going to take a couple days to fix, but here's a nice little lesson, because I probably can learn the same lesson if I'm on my friend's end, not on my end, but I kind of learned a lesson too. And I don't know if she needed to learn a lesson or not. Not that I'm saying it or anything, but if you guys ever sell something, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have multiple sources. And what I mean by that is sometimes circumstances are permitting, and I get that. From each and every one of us has our way of doing things, but that's kind of like the lesson that I learned because an Army friend of mine that I have yet to meet in person is the United States Army drill sergeant. She just got dehatted last month.
What?
Well, her tour is over, so nothing. That's not a bad thing. Dehatting is it's a positive thing, and they throw a ceremony and everything. It's tradition. And no, she did 2.5 years because that's what you normally would do if you're U.S. Army drill sergeant. You do 2 years. If you're lucky, you could do 2.5. So she did 2 years and then got extended for another 6 months, and that was ending. That ended about a month ago or so. And she's not like famous on YouTube. She's well known on YouTube, but she's not like Casey Neistat YouTube or anything. Like 35,000 subs, I think. And she created she's doing both. She's doing a sweatshirt and she's doing hoodies, right? And on it has the word South Carolina, South, and then Carolina directly underneath that. And in the middle of those words, in camouflage, it has the drill sergeant logo or emblem on it. And she put her post on Instagram, and she's like, I only have a limited supply, but I'm thinking about selling this. What do you guys think? And I'm like, well, I want one. Like, how the hell do I pay you? She's like, well, with Cash App. So the bank that I use is not supported by Cash App. So at first I'm like, oh crap. I just downloaded Cash App so I could pay her, right? You know, she's asking for $40. I'm like, I'll pay for it in a heartbeat, right? That's something that would be really cool, you know, help support a friend. And I went to Fort Jackson for my basic. You know, I was never a drill sergeant, but it'd be something cool to have to wear around the house or something, you know. So luckily you can get your own debit card through Cash App. So I told her, I said, I'll let you know when the card comes in because I can just head to Walmart and manually put cash on the card. No big deal. So like, I'm sorry I have to make you wait. Like, I'm not like that. It's just like, no worries, right? No worries. I'm like, okay.
Uncle
But I'm
Paulie.
like that. Sometimes I make it a bigger deal. So there's like, you wanted to send these out on Monday. And I let her know that I wanted to buy it on, 2 days ago on Thursday. I was sitting there, well, now I have to wait for the damn card because sit there and I can't link my own damn bank to it. It won't let me. But then it's part of Cash App. It's like, why?
Exactly.
Like, why? You know, which is kind of the same thing because if I used Cash App, if I needed to get paid or I wanted to get paid, I couldn't. So I technically, unless I'm wrong, I think I will always have that problem unless it goes through the card itself, I guess. But I know you can pay somebody through the card by itself. So I'm not too familiar with how it works, but she's not accepting PayPal, nothing else. So hey, that's her way of doing things. That's okay, I guess. And so hopefully she holds one for me, but I'm not going to expect it by a long shot. If she sells out, she sells out. No biggie. But it's one of those things. It's like, man, it's one of the easiest things you can ever do. And Ryan has to make it downright hell for the both of them. Vince, what's going on, dude?
Vince says he don't want to come and talk.
What's up, Ryan?
Doing all right. I'm on vacation this week, so party.
Whoa.
Yep, the whole night or whatever.
Damn, $700 short.
That's.
Artwork that's $700. Holy dude.
I would like to see the. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for moving. I got to get comfortable here. How much was the artwork, Brian? I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
They got some pretty cool. They got some pretty cool cattle skull art.
It has to be like an heirloom or something. That's wow.
Some pretty cool stuff, that's for sure. I don't know. I guess you got to be a broadcaster and earn certain badges before you can. $2,000 total dollars. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Post pictures or whatever on this app, but I'm there, so I doubt I'll ever be able to. I don't broadcast. I've never had a live on my own. I just don't do it.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Take care, Nick. Nice to see you, by the way.
So I guess I won't be able to post pictures.
I'll be right
But
back.
there's a lot of cool things. A lot of cool things.
Do you have a reason why you don't broadcast?
No, there isn't really. There isn't any reason. I'm
Just
not
don't.
afraid to get on the camera. It's just I like going into other people's lives and
Okay.
talking to other people. I guess I don't know. I could do it in mine, but I don't know.
Dude, you know what I just noticed? Like the background of
yeah.
BJ's camera, because he's off camera right now, whatever. And
What's
if you
that?
look closely, unless you're like actively like, hardcore paying attention or whatever, you can almost like if you're not know that it's two different cameras, or not just an extension of what like would be like above Vince's head or something. I noticed silly details like that.
Hey Nick, have a good night. Drove in from California. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Be careful. Be safe.
Yeah, no kidding.
And see you next time. Nice to meet
Yeah.
you too.
Take care, Nick.
Later.
Is Vince in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince is here.
Guys on the bottom right.
I can't see him. I'm on my iPhone. They must not allow me to see
That
it.
might be. It's an iOS thing, I think. Especially on iPad, but phone, I don't know. I don't know if it's yesterday or today. I just checked. I just saw it today. There was a Android update from Haps today. So supposedly we got the landscape option on Android now for Haps.
Oh,
So I'll have to try that because I might have done it once.
they say landscape's the best. That's what everybody was saying. But
Yeah.
they said
Speaking
especially
of
if you're
landscape,
on
do we
YouTube.
have that option to go landscape when we join somebody's broadcast, like how we are right now in BJ's, or is that only the option when we're the ones that
It's only
on our chart?
on your own live, Brian. It's only on your
I was
live.
wondering why I couldn't find it. That explains everything. Thank you, Eric.
Yep.
I was looking for it. I didn't sit there and when it the settings want to show it, so I'm like, all right, no biggie. Guess that depends on the host, I guess.
On the phone, you just have to tap the box.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well,
Brian.
well, on my laptop. If I'm in settings, if you're in the settings on the laptop,
Uh-huh.
it has nothing on that. It has nothing. Like
Okay.
no landscape, no portrait, no nothing.
Now I know I wasn't tripping.
No, I never
Yep.
rolled out a camera. No.
Nope.
Yeah, I have never ridden a
Because
camera.
one
Nope.
thing,
I know
Brian
guys who
is
have it.
Ryan's on his laptop or desktop. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
laptop, yeah. Pretty soon. I'll try to make that a goal. I don't know, maybe not like a hard goal, maybe a soft goal, if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna try to build a desktop by the end of the year. And I could probably start right now if I wanted to, but
Lisa.
I can't buy graphics cards right now, so there's no point in even starting to build it.
I like to ride too, but I've never ridden a camel.
No. I had soldier buddies that ridden camels when we were
How you doing, Vince?
like in downtown Baghdad.
Good. All right. Continue. You never rode a camel. I never rode a camel either.
Pick your spots. I did, huh?
I've never. I've rode a horse, but not. Was it a horse? Yeah, I rode a horse before, but not a camel. I've rode a horse before.
Anthony says
Was it a horse with no name?
No.
Anthony says his parents own camels here in Nevada, and I was able to ride the medium-sized ones and big ones. Cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I know that, Brian.
Not
but
me, I never rode
the
a camel.
3000 series
Never rode a
cards that I
camel.
want are very, very, very difficult. I don't know about impossible, but next to impossible to get right now. So the longer I wait, the better off I'll be, because I'm gonna build it over time, like just buy individual parts until I have everything that I need, and then hire somebody to put it together for me. And you know,
I like to ride.
by
a
the time I
Harley,
do
that's
that,
what I
maybe
like
there
to
might be a
ride.
4000 series NVIDIA card. I don't know. Unless I go with AMD, I could do AMD.
Harley
But-
Davidson.
The 3060 hybrid. I think that's the newest of the bunch. I think, isn't it, Brian? I'm looking at the 3070. I don't know if I even need the 3080. It'd be nice to have, but the difference between the 70 and the 80 is actually not that much.
But I did write in one thing that was a classic. A classic 98 Oldsmobile.
Oh, cool. Cool.
That was one of the old school cars from the 1950s.
Ah, what happened here? There it is.
There you are, Bruce. What happened? Did you disappear
I
for a
don't know. I
second?
disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, so I rode in one.
I went, Alicia.
Yeah, Brian,
Alicia
that's
said she likes to
one
ride.
heck of
I
a
wanna
bar.
know if she's ridden a camel.
Anthony's going for the 3090. Hey, isn't it 12 or is it 1500? I know it's over the grand. I know that for the 3090. Hey, if that's your needs and that's your wants, right on, dude. You know, because maybe it's actually.
I'm doing good, Vince. I'm just here enjoying everybody's conversation, and may have a fart or two. You never know. I may do it on live. You never know. But I do have a surprise for Monday that I said that. Oh, yeah.
1500. Wow.
Doing pretty good, Vince. How are you doing, buddy?
So that
Doing all right tonight?
NVIDIA.
Doing good.
So Brian's saying that the just the graphics card itself for the 3090 is he wrote 1500. So that's $100, like $120 more than a phone that I'm about to get. The highest of the highest model phone that I'm getting, which is like 1400, or like
Oh, hi, Alicia.
or like
Sorry,
1379 or something.
I'm zoned out. Sorry.
Alicia. I hope I don't know. I hope maybe I should pretend that I
You like to write that?
don't know what that means, but I think I know what you mean when you say that.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
Alicia.
always.
I did
I
too,
know
but
what you meant.
I wanted to see if she's talking about the
Just
camel.
appreciate your honesty.
She got
I knew it.
I'm doing good, Bruce.
I like
Just chilling.
that.
I'm not gonna say anything right there. We're gonna mosey on.
Ride the wake pony. You all right there, Eric?
Yeah, Ryan's someone in this room here, so look out for it.
What are you doing? You joining my YouTube too? Like, I already answered my own question because I can hear myself in the background. So exciting! You have to play Killer Instinct at 1080p versus 1440.
Eric, dude. You're terrible.
Camel Justin.
You're
I
terrible,
don't have a
dude.
camel named D.
Dude,
You're terrible.
Eric.
Eric, you're ornery.
Oh man.
It just went south.
Nice to see you, Alicia.
Brian's
Everybody's gonna
asking
start talking
Alicia how you are.
Poor Alicia.
So that's
Alicia's
is
on
that-
YouTube.
Yeah,
if you guys
I think
didn't know.
Alicia can see Brian's comments, but he wrote, "Hi Alicia," and he's asking, "How are you?" That's from Brian. He's in another. You're not seeing him live. He's just in our comments, so you can see all the comments from regardless of what platform you're wearing.
So that red bar beside her name, is that from a different place? They're
That
not
red
on
bar
Instagram or
is YouTube. She's on my YouTube channel.
She's on a different platform.
what?
I'm live on
Ah,
my YouTube and Twitter right now. That's how I know
I was
she's in
thinking-
my channel.
I can't text anybody. I'm thinking to myself, I can't text anybody. Yes, I'm a Haps rookie. But then I could touch on Vince and Brian and I could text them, but that's what I think. Well, that red bar has to mean something.
Yeah, I'm not terribly too versed on what you guys have versus what I have on Android versus. I guess you guys have a Zoom option, I guess, when you guys are live on iOS. That's what
Yeah,
somebody
on
told me
my
that the
Reboot.
other day. They said they like the like a pinch zoom feature, something like that. And I heard that they're working on. I don't think you guys have it yet, but I heard that they're working on the double tap feature. Different than
Eric,
what
dude.
Periscope has. You double tap it and you can change between cameras.
Eric. Eric's sitting there thinking of ornery things to type.
Dude.
This chat's getting a little ornery here.
Low blow. I had to bring that up, Vince. I had to bring that up, man.
Oh, Vince.
Wow.
Can I please ask
BG's
what a
like,
pocket
where
feed
the
is?
heck does this broadcast take us?
Yeah, all thanks
What's
to
a
Eric.
pocket feed?
From one end of the spectrum, way out the other
Red.
end.
Yeah, thanks to Eric.
The only
This
one thing is you don't
podcast
have to
just
take
went
us to
south.
dinner.
I used to be on YouTube, but I only use it for entertainment purposes to watch something. Is it?
And I lost my YouTube almost 3 years. My YouTube has been suspended for 3 years, almost 3 years.
What'd you do?
Yeah. So I'm not on. Well, I can still access YouTube, but I'm not on it. Since I've been suspended for almost 3 years.
And you still are.
Yeah.
What was the
Coco
final
got-
verdict of that? Is that like for a certain time, Eric, or is that like a semi or if not a permanent thing?
But,
It's
explain.
permanent. Since I emailed YouTube help like 3 or 4 times, and they still gave me the same response. You know, they're keeping me suspended, and they're not giving me my account back. So
But
screw
what you
them.
see, you can watch though. For example,
No,
like,
no, 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 no. I
You can't even watch?
can't go on people's live streams, and comment. I can go on people's or on people's videos and comment
What
on
you
it.
do?
You know,
What
since
you
my
do,
YouTube is just
Vince's monkey. He videotaped himself with Vince's monkey. That's why I can't go back on YouTube. I'm just teasing
really,
Eric.
Anthony? Holy cow! For forgetting your password.
and one thing I am not doing is making a new YouTube, because YouTube is getting more badder by the minute with strict rules and stuff, and I'm like, I am not making a new account.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not gonna
like,
waste.
I'm
Yeah, he's not gonna-
staying away. I'm staying away from making a new one, because I was reported by a few people, a minor that was only 12 years old. I'm like, 12, this person was bullying me, because I've been bullied since elementary, since kindergarten to 2nd grade, and then in my adult life. But this person is 12 years old and calls me gross and ugly and stupid and all that stuff. And I'm like, hope she's been banned from YouTube since then. So
What the heck was that?
What's that?
Is anybody? Who's that?
Sorry, buddy. Not right. I don't like a bully.
Bullies are. They're just piece of.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what?
unfortunate.
There's so many more things you can do with your life that's positive that
So that's
you would take and really try to destroy somebody is ridiculous.
yeah.
That's right. It is sad.
It's very sad.
So sad. We don't need that here. We just need to good talk, make people laugh, and enjoy it.
So, Alicia, what makes you like YouTube so much better than any other platform to broadcast on? If you don't mind me asking.
Eric, what happened to your hair?
I had to switch to my phone because I'm restarting my laptop. It froze on me. So I'm seeing what Camel said. It lost me out for a week. Let me see. Bullying is wrong and trolls are on YouTube. It's sad. Yeah, with the strict rules and stuff, they're not doing crap about it. Like, they're not getting rid of the accounts.
Yeah, YouTube's becoming like Periscope.
Let me see. There's a few bullies on YouTube that attack me, but over time it report them to friends on the cops team at my. Oh wow. But yeah. Oh.
Well, I used to.
Oh yeah.
Alicia,
Yeah. At least you have that, Alicia. At least you have that.
How many subscribers do you have
At
on
least you
YouTube?
have that. But
That's
yeah,
what I'm
go
trying
ahead.
to figure out. I just went to my own channel to hop on in my own stream there, trying to find your
Very-
profile.
OnlyFans. Really?
OnlyFans.
No, you do not ask
Terrible.
for that here. No. Camel. You do not ask a woman on that on here. I'm sorry.
It's really nice to be able to meet different people and just talk, and find out what their interests are and what they're like, and be able to do it without anybody trolling or trying to make fun of somebody, but just to honestly get to know each other, just talk a little bit, and just learn about each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
how everything is. Well, you're not gonna change, dude. That's how everything is.
Yeah, right. We're all happy. We're happy until someone tries to piss us off.
So as you guys can see, that's how
Nice.
she can see what I'm typing. So if I type it here on Hap, she won't see that, or anybody on YouTube or any other platform. But if I
Oh,
do
you
it on my own channel, that's how you're seeing it. So that's why you're seeing a red thing next to my name now.
Yeah, we are. I know this
Cool.
is B broadcast for sure, but we are all very happy that everyone's here. He's had 408 views so far. It's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, I really do. I appreciate everybody being here.
I used to live stream on YouTube, but I gave it up because there's a lot of things happening that I didn't like on YouTube. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll go and listen to the music videos on YouTube. That yes, but I would never live stream on YouTube because what happened on YouTube? I mean, there's things on YouTube that freaking weird that I quite stay away from that. That's why Hamps is a better place because you get to see your friends on screen, you get to talk to them, get to enjoy the conversation, but yet you don't have to worry about the other platforms because it's a good thing. Like I said, I'm staying away from YouTube and all that stuff. It's very soon. Periscope's gonna be going bye bye. Can't wait for that. And I can't
That's
wait
literally 2 days away.
Yeah, right.
That's like 2 months away. It's 2
No,
months.
it's March, isn't it? March 21st.
March.
Yeah,
March 31st. Yes.
it's 2 months away.
Matter of fact, actually, okay, this might blow your minds, but did you know there was an update today for Periscope?
What?
No, I wasn't.
boy,
I wasn't even aware of it.
Yes, it had a little thank you thing. Let me
I
do
wasn't even
something on
aware
my
of it.
phone, and I can show you through my phone.
It
I
might
think
be,
I
it might
took a
be some
screenshot
BS
of it.
update. Might be some BS update.
I don't think it really did anything, but it's more of a thank you thing and letting us know how it is. Wait, hold on. I hate.
You know what? That's what's really cool about the Haps app is you can multi-stream. You can stream to here, Periscope. They just updated to where you can get to Twitch, you can get to YouTube, you can broadcast everywhere just from one place. Right here, just on the Haps app. And they give you free coins for just coming in every day.
Yeah. So here's what it said. I took a screenshot of it. I'll show you the screenshot and then I'll read it. So you won't be able, obviously, you won't be able to read it through camera onto my phone unless I screen share it. But I'll be able to do that when I get to S21 Ultra. Be able to screen share that. But right now I can't, even though it's a Galaxy device.
Very, very nice, Alicia. Very nice. It's true.
So it says, what's new? Thank you to everyone in the Periscope community for sharing the world through your eyes these past 5 years. We're so grateful to all of you who put your heart and soul into making Periscope the place to show what's happening in your world, creating vibrant communities, and making the app what it was. Periscope's mobile app will be discontinued March 31st, 21. A live video will live on as an important part of the conversation on Twitter. Twitter wrote. That's why I screenshotted it, not just to prove that to you. It had no merit to it, but just to...
Dude, the team over there hasn't done shit. Never done jack.
Right.
Excuse my language, because we haven't done shit. That's it.
Getting ready to go out soon. You're not going to put too much money into it, you know. They bought it out and they made their money. They made their money back, so I imagine it's time since they already have Twitter. You know, that's what most of these people do. They buy these apps up to shut them down. They're profitable. They
make it their own, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter added Twitter Spaces already. It's an audio type thing.
Truly secure about YouTube is they're established. They've been there, and I mean, I just believe all of
True,
us.
but YouTube's
We
bad
see
too.
a good thing.
YouTube's bad too.
We see a good thing on Haps, and so far, thank God, there hasn't been really any trouble. You know, it's just been nice. Everybody joins together and tries to work together to support everybody, and it's just an environment that it's worth downloading the app for. It's a great environment.
It is.
Well, I had a few people harassing me before that, but at least the team took care of that.
Yeah, Brian, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah, cancel culture.
Yep.
It's getting to a point where, like, if you're somebody that's well known or famous and sit there and even a wrong word, let alone wrong sentence, or even if you're doing what you're supposed to, somebody takes it out of context. Do the same thing can happen to you as what happened to Eric.
Yeah. Also, there was a troll named Eric_Levitt, and that wasn't even him. And there was another troll named Eric in Vince, another one too. So
you guys are gonna laugh at me, and you probably will, but that's okay. What is OnlyFans? What is OnlyFans?
Ooh la la!
Okay.
I give you a clue.
Is
No, I've got no clue. I've been married for 30 years.
OnlyFans is a site that you could go see women.
Something that'll get you in trouble if you're married.
Exactly. That's what I said.
yeah, you see their hoo-has.
It is a couple.
Good way to make money.
Yeah, the OnlyFans is a app that you make money.
That
Period.
There you go. There you go, Eric. I don't know if he's. I'm sure he's listening. I don't even know we can't see him, but
That's right. Brian Tex. That's
yeah.
right.
But Alicia says she can help Eric and be a moderator.
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't want to make a new account.
But
He doesn't need it.
That's up. Yeah, that's up to him. So
He doesn't want to.
Thank you, Brian.
And he's not going to.
yeah, he doesn't have to.
He's not gonna waste his time on that.
So.
Oh no. Whatever he did to your monkey. I'm sure someone would pay for it. Someone would pay to see it. Just joking, Eric. You're the one that put it out there, buddy, not me. That took some imagination to think that up. And Vince says that was a low blow.
That I come to think of it. Hold on here.
Yeah, because I have a.
That's very honorable. It is honorable to step up to be a moderator for someone that you care for, friend. Make sure that they're not getting attacked or whatever. That's awesome. And definitely appreciate
on YouTube.
Alicia,
you're still getting attacked. You're still getting attacked on YouTube.
Alicia, I just
there's a difference. You're still getting attacked.
To a moderator.
Mm-hmm.
So Vince,
and
you guys. So the troll, the Eric_Levitt troll has been banned. I think Vince and BJ and a lot of you know about that. But the name is still popping up for some reason. And I emailed Pablo about it, and I know the Haps team is very busy, but they're in the works on removing that from Haps. The name. They're in the works for that.
I think I heard him,
yeah.
Brian. Is he the one, like he raps about political issues? He's a conservative. I think that's who he had some really good music.
Oh, I never heard of Tom about him. Never heard him.
I have a friend that is on that OnlyFans, and she keeps sending me invites, and I keep discarding it. Big mistake. Don't want to go on that because they expect you to pay a fee for something that you don't even want to have. Hello, Sherry.
Thanks, Camel Jockey.
Sherry?
Hello,
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
So
Mystic Dreams.
So I have a
Yeah.
question for Anthony and Alicia. Do you guys want to see more traditional videos? I'm sure I could come up with something. I don't really have that much means for editing purposes, but thought I'd ask you live here. What do y'all think? Because I only have a couple videos that are non-live videos.
I did hear that. I did hear that one. Fake woke. I did hear that one.
How you doing, good, Sherry? Sherry. What the heck is that, Eric?
Little butterflies.
What the heck is that, dude?
You tripping on us?
It's flying
filter?
butterflies, man.
Oh, dude, hold on. Leave it there. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
Take a screenshot.
Oh
That's
man.
cool. I like to chat too normally. I'm normally not on camera very often. But every once in a while,
That's too funny.
I come in and
Sherry.
I like chatting too.
What's up with these butterflies?
Is that a way of telling us how you feeling, Eric?
There.
You like how it's live, Alicia and Anthony?
That's funny.
Awesome.
Things are cool, Alicia. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's why I'm saving up for I've said it before, I'll say it again, just in case anybody missed it, but I'm saving up for I don't know if you guys know what a teleprompter is. And the cool thing about those are well, let me ask you guys before I go on and on and on about what the hell is Ryan talking about, kind of syndrome, but you guys know what a teleprompter is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm planning on 2 uses because the one thing, like, I don't need it so much like now, like what I'm doing right now, just my laptop camera right now, 720. But when I'm using like my webcam, my separate webcam, I can use it in the traditional means, and if I need a script, I can have an actual legit script if I were to ever need one. Because some of my aviation stuff, you know, are hard to, despite how much I know about aviation, it's still hard to like, because sometimes you have to get things right. And then I'm trying to figure out how to integrate that with HAPS too, because not so much, I'm sure you guys could tell when I'm sitting there, my eyeballs are looking back and forth because I'm looking at us and seeing myself. But then I'm looking at the comments, which are 2 separate things. But then that forces me not to look at you guys at the camera. So I'm trying to figure out. I downloaded a whole bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to make windows out of the same window that I have. So I'd have multiple windows in my HAP stream and take what we're seeing, use it as the monitor on my teleprompter so I could see you guys no different as if we're standing face to face in person. And then what I can do is what I have to do is I have to make the comments transparent and overlay the comments onto us on the monitor.
Either
Isn't that wild?
or Murphy could help you set that up.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Because
That's awesome.
One of the biggest reasons why I can use that, because they make small ones too. They make big ones where you can put like, you can use your iPad, or I don't need one that like the TV studios use, because those are legit like $1,000, multi-$1,000 monitors that do real fancy things. But is that a teleprompter or just a second monitor? it's both. Because it's a good idea, Brian.
There's a good idea.
It's kind of both. The ones that like your newscasters use when you're watching the news, those are legit monitors for that sole purpose. They put the script in there and you're looking directly into the camera, which makes it look like they're looking at you and they're just reading word by word by word that either they write or the studio or their producer writes. You can use your
Ryan's
iPhone,
fancy.
your Android.
Uh,
You can
oh, yeah.
use your iPad, and like the small ones where you can use your phone is really cool because this year for the May 4th event that I do every year, when I'm doing that live commentary for you guys, I have to get it right because that's history. I can't ad-lib that. First of all, because I wasn't there, I wasn't even born yet. And to tell you that story, I'm going to have to read something. So I need to start practicing.
Yeah, it's important.
Because that's the point of using a teleprompter, is to make it look like you're not reading something.
Right.
And for me, that's going to be hard because you're going to be told that I'm actually going to be reading something. So instead of reading what the commentaries on the rocks are, I could feed that. I could go there because it's the May 4th memorial is walking distance, so I could go over there any day of the year and integrate that into the script.
Hey, Ryan, did you see what Brian said?
Go to school with cue cards, huh?
Go old school with cue cards. Just hire
I'm sure
some.
I could probably take a class or two from
Hey, Judy,
Penn State. Just,
Rudy.
I'm sure they would let me do that. Just to sit in a couple classes. I'm sure.
Ruby, hello.
Get
there you
another
go.
Hapster to be your producer.
Your producer.
I could. Could do that too. Oh yeah.
Virginia. A little bit south of me.
Hello, Ruby.
Continue, Ryan.
A dead silence.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's the plan. Is my biggest goal before getting it is I got to be careful on which one I actually buy, because they do vary drastically on what their capabilities are. So
So, Mr. Vince, what'd you do today?
Nothing, just chilled.
Well, that's good.
it's cool.
You have to work on Monday?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Back to the old grind. You get another day off, though.
Another day, another day.
Tomorrow's going to be my first day off for the week. I work 6 days
That's
this
good.
week.
Oh wow.
So then I'll go back to work Monday. So hopefully I only have to do 5 this week.
Mhm.
West Virginia. Ah.
Yeah, we have snow. I've got about 10 inches accumulation right now. It's supposed to warm up though, so it's going to start melting. Yeah, we got some snow.
Brian. For those of you who can't see that, so Alicia and Anthony, Brian's writing breaking news. Vince learned a new Shakira dance.
I'll no longer do the dance off again. No longer. I'm done.
You might not do a dance off, but by golly, you got some moves.
I wasted all my time on that, man. Wasted all my hard work.
You think so?
Yeah, I wasted all my hard work.
I don't think it was a waste.
It was.
Oh,
It
we
is.
had fun watching.
It was.
Guess we're both fun to watch.
Heck yeah.
No, on
That's
News
really
I
Brock.
nice.
mean,
was
number
so,
one, you do that
it was
naturally
so freaking
anyways,
quick.
because not only you're a friend, but that's why.
You and Bannerman both did a great job. You really did. Good dancing. Good moves. But I'll tell you what, I was on a certain person's live the other week, and I saw someone else have some moves that I'll mention their names.
Now we're
but
telling
he
secrets.
danced.
Freaking Eric, dude.
Wow.
Okay,
His
Eric.
name rhymes.
Okay, how
with
about me and you do a dance off,
It's
Eric? And
divulging
we'll see
his
who does
fantasies
better.
over here.
How about that, Eric?
Me dancing with you? Heck no,
Could have
man.
done the Macarena. That's all games.
You're funny.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh boy.
No, because when I found out on News Brock that there was a tie, I was like, my heart sank. I was like, what a waste.
Mm.
What a waste.
A tie's not a loss.
Nah. And I know it's not a loss, but it's a waste. I should have had that in the bag.
You're the
No,
one
but
that
at least
got to do
everybody
it.
had fun,
You and
though.
Bannerman. Not us. You.
Freaking Eric.
So Eric, are you saying that Vince has a fold-out deck? You just
It
flop it.
was a tie, BJ. It was a tie. It was a tie. So no winner was brought up. It was anonymous that it was Vince that won, but then you calculated all the votes and it was a tie.
I know that was a tie. Tony, he won the contest right here.
Yeah.
We gotta do. That's true, Brian. Bring out the Macarena. That way, everybody's doing the same dance.
Oh no, that is old school dancing from the 90s.
Well, come on now. We're from the 90s.
Yeah, I know. You have a dollar? The only person that
$2 bills if you do the Macarena.
I can't do that move. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm not.
I used to know it. I don't remember it anymore.
It's
I could refresh my mind, I'm sure. But I am very positive that that'd be the last thing anybody wants to see is me doing the Macarena.
dance the chicken.
Doing the chicken. Let's dance to the chicken. Dance, buck, buck. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. This went way south.
Yeah, fast. It went deep south. Deep south. Deep south.
Oh my God, Ben.
The funky chicken. Come on, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
There you go.
guys.
All right, beat that.
Look at that.
Dance to the thong song and see Vince in a thong.
Not happening, dude.
Oh, goodness gracious, Brian.
Not happening.
Uh-oh.
Ryan gets to be a judge.
Ryan with the judge.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Hey Eric, whatever happened to the eating challenge on Ustream? Whatever happened to that, man?
But that it No
There you
one
go,
wanted.
Brian.
It wasn't my. It was the person that was in the live stream from before. It was his idea to bring the food challenge, not me. It was the other person. It was Charles. I think it was Charles's idea. I think. Yeah, it was Charles. It was Charles' idea. Charles's idea.
Sporting a thong from Kate and Ashley. We have. I got to do the commentary. Brian said.
You're terrible, Eric and Vince. You're terrible.
What about you with forks, Brian?
No, I ain't like that. G-string or nothing like that. No.
Sure, dude. You come to my block and you go, oh, let's talk about what about you know what? No, I forget. You always talk about my microphone.
Yeah.
You always
The
talk
golden
about this.
microphone.
Brian.
That's his,
The golden microphone. There it is.
that's his golden, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain about his microphone. When he received the microphone that he bought, which is a great thing that he bought because he earned it for himself. But someone called it the golden, and it caught on to everybody.
Oh,
No.
wow.
You know when I was on Periscope, I had that microphone close to my mouth, and then I had NSFW for it.
And there you go. And then everybody started calling it the golden dildo. And he
and it's gonna continue that way.
did that. So everybody said, bring out the microphone. And he goes, oh, no, I don't want it. And then when he finally brings it out, and that's when they all say it. And, come on, man, no. How many times he had to delete his scopes for that?
At least once.
That was a nice. That is a nice microphone, Vince.
Yeah, it is a nice microphone until someone says
No, especially on actually on Periscope has so many NSFWs for it. They're like, okay, thanks.
so.
But I think you're busy. I think you're busy now, Vince, because Brian entered you into a contest.
Here we go now. Really?
Yeah, you know, it would be cool. Go to AVN Awards. Just check it out there. AVN Awards. That'd be great.
You wanker.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna drop down, guys. It's been a blast talking to you guys. And
All right, bro. See you later, dude.
I'll be
All
a
right.
commentator,
Bruce.
but I'm gonna drop
Just
down.
hang out with you.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah.
Talk to you
Later,
soon.
Later,
Later.
Bruce. Peace.
That's super wankers. Please take a screenshot of that and post it. Not suitable for wankers. If this is something that Eric had to type that, we're gonna crack up. Wankers. That was a good one, Eric. That got everybody laughing.
Screenshot of that. Or yeah. Or
like
yeah. It's the most important word in that sentence.
Yeah. Or.
Oh man.
Speaking of choking animals allowed.
Look at this. Look at Brian. No spanking or choking animals allowed. Hey, Brian, your podcast going down south.
Yeah, it went way, way south, way down there.
Yeah, but you can get away with it. You don't have a VIP badge.
Exactly.
There you go.
Oh man. Oh. The things that they
Here, I
do.
gotta hold on.
Look at mine. Look at mine, Vince. That's super weird.
Oh.
I was wondering if you guys wanted to start over how south we went.
What was that?
I was wondering if you wanted to start over. I was just thinking maybe. I mean, it's 11:01, but wasn't gonna do it earlier. And I saw you live and hop in here, but I was wondering if maybe I go live and you guys want to hop in there.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's do. We'll do the Haps Past the Cast.
Bring the
Yeah.
golden dildos.
Yeah, good thing on my timing because I almost did schedule one for a lot earlier, and then like I said, I saw you live and I'm like, I'll come here for a little bit. Look where it took us.
Oh, boy. This was some interesting, funny thing. First Eric came out, then Vince, and then vice versa. It was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Oh, my
you went from your surprise to raunchy.
God. It went way out south. Way out.
Watch, if I do a broadcast, you and Eric will be doing all raunchy stuff, right? So
in chat, this is what we do when we like to have fun, everybody. So it's nothing to be afraid of or offended. It's just joking around. See, when you joke around, we all laugh. And here we go again.
look at Eric. Hey Eric, man, you should go live, man.
I have to ask, is that it must be the wrong size thing?
I'm going live at 10, man. I'm not going live now.
I'll
go live
right
at
now,
10.
dude. Forget about 10.
No, I'm going live at 10, man. Or 9. Give me an hour. Then give me something, man. I need to have something to eat before I haven't even eat. I ate something earlier, but I need some food in me, man. So if I start my live at 9 or 10, then you'll hear my surprise. Because I have a surprise for you all. For all of you guys, I have a surprise. So I'm waiting until 9 or 10 for that.
Hold on, I'm gonna write some. Darn it, fathead.
Oh my God, Vince.
Brian.
To make sure the color flows
Cool.
with your eyes. Ryan and I will do the lighting and sound on the DJ Destined Music.
So since
Well,
Eric
at least-
wants to go live at 10 his time, and you're 3 hours behind me, so that's why. What is it? 8 o'clock there? 8:05.
Yeah, it's 8:05 right now.
Okay, so I was thinking maybe drop it down. I'll go on for a little bit because I want to describe what happened earlier.
Mhm.
So it'll be a little bit. We'll start with a little bit of aviation thing and end up inviting all of you. And we'll just do what we're doing here. We just take a life on its own, and
Jeez.
I don't know if we have to go that south, but
Rick.
just watch it.
First homework
Like,
assignment. Magic Mike.
Instant OnlyFans. All right. So we're gonna.
Oh yeah.
I think that should happen. I think that should happen. Like I think that